Good evening, everybody. Today, I invite you all for the session on discrete time Fourier transform (DTFT). Right, this is my fourth lecturing sessions. On this, right, on this topic. Now, this is coming under VTU students, and it is for fourth semester students specifically. Under module 4 it is coming. This can also be studied by any other disciplines, electrical or mechanical, whoever the students, or in general, whoever, anybody who is interested in doing ME on signal processing, PhD in signal processing. It's a very new, very popular subjects. Today's applications, we are all using processors, right? Or anybody who is interested in core signal processing design, core domain in companies, right? If some of you are interested, they all can take up this signal processing, right? All these sessions, signal processing sessions, please. Now last 4 sessions last 3 sessions of mine, we talked about discrete time Fourier transforms, importance in transmitting signals or converting signals from time domain to frequency domain, right? Earlier we are having signals in time domain. Now after 4 years, right, thanks to this man, right, 200, 300 years back, he changed, he given expressions to convert signals from time domain to frequency domain. That's how we are enjoying now the all these applications of today, right? Earlier only if we are having analyzed the signals in x of n, what information you will get? For example, if it is your right exponential functions, exponential signals like x of n is equal to alpha to the power n into u of n. You used to solve now. After all, when you are doing this, what information you get? More information. You will not get more information in this frequency domain. What is the time domain? Right? Maybe 1 channel or 2 channels is okay. But nowadays, how many processors, how many users are there? So many networks, so many people are using the mobile. Each house is using 10 mobiles now. Then you cannot analyze the signals in time domain only. We need Fourier signals in frequency domain. That's where frequency domain helps, and that conversions is given by this man, Fourier. Right? Now, if you apply Fourier transform to the continuous discrete signals, that is called DTFT, discrete time Fourier transform. If you apply the Fourier transform to the continuous domain, continuous signals like this, right? Then that is called Fourier transform. Next is same as DTFT, like Fourier transform of everything you will study. Now, and we have solved many problems also. Find DTFT of any signals. We have taken that signals, we solved. Then simple signals we solved, complex signals we solved, and we have seen and we have drawn the spectrum in frequency domain also. After getting x of e power j omega versus omega, then we have plotted this spectrum also there, right? In frequency spectrum, x of e power j omega versus omega spectrum, and we then studied magnitude spectrum, phase spectrum. We can learn the same signals in all the way. Now it is easy to transmit many channels without error. That's what we studied. Now let us move to more on this. The properties of DTFT. Today we will see linearity property of discrete time Fourier transform and time shifting property of discrete DTFT, discrete time Fourier transform. Then definitely this property will give an edge again to analyze signals even better, right? In this complex processing nowadays is there now. It makes you simple and easy. Now let me do linear property. This property is linearity property. This is same as, see this, the statement DTFT of discrete time Fourier transform of any signal x of n. 2 signals, let me say x of n is one signal, y of n other signals. Then DTFT of x of n is in frequency domain, it is x of e power j omega. DTFT of second signals y of n is y of e power j omega in frequency domain. This is in time domain, right? Then prove that z of n is equal to this summation of x of n, y of n into a into b. Let's say any what is the constant, a and b are constant. constant multiplications of one signal, again constant multiplications of second signal. Same way, maybe 100 signals in today's processings, multi-processings, right? You will not have only one signal. You will always have, right, more than 3 signals or 4 signals. Then A of x of n plus B of y of n plus C of x, what is it, Z of n, right? C of S of n plus D, like that, n. Then dt of t is equal to right side Z of e power j omega, which is nothing but A into x of n frequency domain representation, that is x of e power j omega for x of n. Similarly, B into y of n in frequency domain, the frequency representation is y of e power j omega, x of e power j omega, y of e power j omega. This is the statement. Like any other linearity statements in case of your LTI systems you have done, in case of Z transform you have done, same way. Linearity is left hand side, right? If left hand side changes linearly like this, in this case this is discrete, no? Linearly, then your output is also corresponding, right? In frequency domain also it is linearly, it changes, right? That way spectrum will give. That's the meaning. Then we can analyze 100 signals or 1000 signals at a time in frequency domain better than your time domain. Now proof is very simple, right? Same as it is like your LTI systems. For example, first, right, take say x of n signal. We know the standard equation. Frequency domain representation is x of e power j omega is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of n e power minus j omega n. This is the standard equations for x of n, right? Right, x of n if it is signal, then in frequency domain it is like this. Same way, write the second one. You know that y of e power second sequence, y of n, this can be written as y of e power j omega frequency domain n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity y of n into e power minus j omega n. That is first two equations you take, this write in frequency domain, that's all. Frequency domain I am writing x of e power j omega, y of e power j omega. Similarly, what is required actually? This is required is z of n. Z of n I want like x of n or y of n. And z of n is nothing but these summations of these two into along with constant multiplications. Right? Now, write it for z of n now, same way. I know that z transform of x of e power, z of e power j omega frequency domain representations. Right? This is not z transform, this is just that sequence is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity z of n. Frequency domain representation is what is input for z of e power j omega, right? Zn. See this Zn into e power minus j omega n. What is z of n? That's what LHS. See that right? Z of n. That z of n is defined as a into x of n, b into a of n. Just substitute here in place of z of n in the standard equation. Substitute axn plus byn into e power minus j omega n. What is this LHS? Now split this, that's all. Split this, summation n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity axn into e power minus j omega n. One sequence plus similarly summation n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity b into y of n into e power minus j omega n. Then take out this a outside the summations. A into this is summations n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n e power minus j omega n plus b into summations n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity y of n into e power minus j omega n. Then this is a standard equations of x of z. This is a standard equations of y of z. Now see this. Therefore, z of e power j omega frequency domain is equal to a into, see this, a into this is called x of e power j omega, the standard equations. You see that x of e power j omega is nothing but summation n is equal to minus plus infinity x of n into e power minus j omega n. That's what I am writing. X of e power j omega plus b into similarly y of n. Similarly, y of n, y of e power j omega standard equation is this. Right? This is standard equation for frequency domain, Fourier equations. This Fourier transform equation. Now see, b into y of e power j omega, which is what RHS, which is what your RHS, which is what you are saying. If this is the case, then output side dt of t is also in frequency domain. It is a into frequency domain representations of x of n, that is x of e power j omega, plus b into frequency domain representations of y of n. Like that, if you have 100 functions, 100 frequency domain spectrums you will get. Now it is easy. If it is in your multiprocessing nowadays, you will not have one signal. You will be always having 100 or more than 3 signals. Then it is easy. Spectrum you will get, analyze this, where exactly error is there, find out. Right, hence the linearity property is proved. Right, what is that? Only 3 steps. First write the statement, A of summations of 100 things is equal to A into that constant into frequency domain representation, B into frequency domain representations, like that n into that. Then write first frequency domain representations of first signals, then write frequency domain representation of second, then similarly write for Z, then substitute what is Z of N, which is nothing but LHS, then split that, then take out A and B common outside, write the summation separate, then this is nothing but A into Z-tran, what is that? Fourier transform of X of N, X of e power j omega, like that B. That's the answer. That's all this property. Next, let us see, this is also a very beautiful property. Time shift property is today's world property actually, right? Because always time delay is there in your processing signals. Earlier maybe only one channel, right? Two versions, there is no mixing, no problem at all. You can send without error, it will reach, it may not be having problem. Now today, with having 100 channels and 100 mobiles, 1000 type of right transactions you are doing, then if delay is there in the time domain, then it is very, very tough. During that time, you will get lots of mixing. Therefore, if you use frequency domain, you can analyze very quickly and you can correct this. That is how we can transmit right this many channels without problem right now. Now, that is where significance it will help now here. For example, what does this property says? Like any other LTI system, DTFT of one signal X of n is X of e power j omega. Then DTFT of, prove that y of n is equal to, let's say, X of n minus n naught. Let's say this input signal is delayed by n naught second. Right, maybe it is delayed by some seconds. Then what will happen? Output, how this time domain looks in frequency domain? It is equivalent to y of e power j omega, which is nothing but X of e power j omega, this frequency domain right signal, multiplied with e power exponential power of e power j omega minus j omega into this n naught. How much shift you are doing at this time domain? No, the same shift is you have to make here e power minus j omega into that shift minus n naught. That means for your frequency domain, in the frequency domain, you have to be the spectrum, you have to multiply this with e power minus j omega, that shift. That's the equivalent of shifted functions in time domain. Right, any signals if you transmit, any shift is there, that is equivalent like this. Then you can easily detect how much shift is there. It is easy in frequency domain. Now, for the proof, it is always easy. It is always very only 4-5 steps. We know that first write the standard formula. X of e power j omega for X of n. Take one signal X of n, write the standard formula. Frequency domain representations of this X of n is X of e power j omega. Frequency domain is equal to n is equal to minus infinity X of n, our input signal, e power minus j omega n. That is standard equation. Now, write similarly for y of n. For example, second one, y of n, output I want. Right, LHS is this, RHS is this. Now look this LHS, look this RHS. Then start doing the right modification. Y of e power j omega I want. Similarly, y of e power j omega is nothing but summations n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity y of n. See why? Because y of n is asking. Right, y of n I am writing y of e power j omega. Now, into y of n into e power minus j omega n. This is standard equations. Now, substitute here y of e power j omega is equal to summations n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity. What is y of n? Y of n is nothing but shifted function. X of n minus n naught. See this? X of n minus n naught. That is time signal, right? Time domain signal shifted by n naught, delayed by n naught. Right? That you substitute now. Here see x of n minus n naught into e power minus j omega n. Now, from now onwards, again same way you have to change these summations to like LTI. My previous sessions, if you see LTI, DTFT, so many times we have shifted this to some other parameters like n here, m here. For example, such a way you should do substitution. Change summations n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity to n m. For that, what I do? Substitute m is equal to one more parameter, m as n minus n naught, n minus n naught. When you do this, what will happen? The limit changes from summations n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity to m is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Why? Because it is only simplification purpose. Simplifications and to get this output, to get this form, this output extra. Right? Now maths. Now what will happen? When n is equal to minus infinity, how do we get that this? We'll see. When n is equal to minus infinity plus time for first time. When n is equal to minus infinity, what happens to this? M is equal to c. M is equal to n minus n naught substituted. M is equal to minus infinity minus n naught. M is equal to therefore minus infinity. Therefore new limits are m is equal to minus infinity lower. Similarly upper limit. Upper limit is what actually? N is equal to infinity. Now see, when n is equal to infinity, m is equal to n minus n naught formula substitution. M is equal to plus infinity minus n naught. Therefore m is equal to infinity. That is the upper limit. Now see, m is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. That's what I wrote here. Therefore now go to the equation. Therefore this equation y of e power j omega is equal to this changes. Summation changes to, see this, y of e power j omega frequency domain is equal to summations m is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, these new limits into, inside what is that? X of n minus n naught. What is n minus n naught? N minus n naught is nothing but m. That I will substitute. X of m. X of n minus n naught is m. Into e power minus j omega. See this e power minus j omega is there. This n is nothing but what is n? N is equal to m plus n naught. That I will substitute. M plus n naught. Now split this to get the output. That's all. Summations m is equal to minus infinity plus infinity. X of m into e power minus j omega m plus into minus e power minus j omega n naught. Now see this term. This is what there in your RHS. Always you should look RHS. What to prove? You have to prove this equivalent to e power minus j omega n naught into x of e power j omega. Now this term I got. Now see that term I got. Now take out that term outside. Now see, when you split this e power minus j omega n naught coming now, you take it outside. Then you solve such a way that you should get the other right x of e power j omega. See that e power minus j omega n naught, I will take it out. Then I write other things as one side. Summation m is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of m e power minus j omega m. This is what actually this is full. M is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of m e power minus j omega m. Now see that I am writing that. Now this is nothing but this is same. This over. This whole thing is nothing but standard equations of your Fourier transform x of e power j omega. Just you have only one thing more change is instead of n I am having m parameter. That's all. Normally what is your standard formula? Summations n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of n e power minus j omega n is nothing but x of e power j omega. Here instead of m I am having n, I am having m. M is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of m e power minus j omega instead of n, m. That is also nothing but standard equation x of e power j omega, which is nothing but RHS. Now see this. This is what actually you want to prove. This is what you require. Right? Where is that? This is what actually RHS. E power minus j omega n naught term into x of e power j omega. Right? That is proved. See that? See that? That is proved. Hence this time shift property is proved. Very, very important. That means if any signals place word is shifted, normally shifted only will get delayed, then it is easy to analyze in frequency domain. Why? Because this in frequency domain, this spectrum, you know. Multiply this with the e power exponential power of minus j omega into that shift. Then it is easy to detect and transmit, right? Any number of channels you say, right? Hence that's the property. That's all. If I repeat only two lines, first write the statement, write x of n, x of e power j omega, whatever the shift you write, equivalent in frequency domain is x of e power j omega into e power minus j omega into that shift. Then proof is write x of e power j omega standard, y of e power j omega standard, y of e power j omega in place of x, y of n, substitute that shift, then change the limits from n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity to m, because only simplification purpose. Then that is done here. Therefore, y of e power j omega is equal to m is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of m e power minus j omega into m plus n naught. Split this, take out this term outside because this is what RHS, right? This is RHS. Therefore, write RHS first, take out this. The rest is equal to x of e power j omega, which is RHS. Hence, the property is proved. I hope I am very clear, right? And it seems you have understood also, right? Please utilize this and do projects, right? Next time, maybe in next class, I am going to be other two properties, right? A very, very important scaling property and scaling in, the frequency domain property, which is also very, very nice property, and modulations property. Other two properties, let me do it in the next sessions. Till that, thank you very much for patience listening, and use it, right? Use all this for your projects or PhD or anything, all right? And let me, say this quote also. When you don't have time to do positive things in this beautiful technological world, why do you worry about investing your time for negative things and negative works? Please, so let us be all positive, do positive, think positive, and give positive. Thank you very much.